Alright, for homework 20, you're writing down domain range where it's positive, where it's negative, and then the end behavior. So what the function does is you go to negative infinity and positive infinity. Okay, domain, possible x's. So look at your graph. Since it continues on forever to the left and to the right, your domain is going to be from negative infinity to positive infinity. Okay, and if you jump over to this next one, notice how it does the same thing, keeps going left, keeps going right. So you're going to write down the same thing for your domain there. Alright. For the range, you have to look at where it goes up and down wise. So on this graph up here, it's going to go up forever, but it doesn't keep going down forever. It actually stops here at -4. So your range is going to start there at lowest point, -4, and go all the way up to positive infinity. Okay, if you look at the second graph, it does go down forever, but it reaches a maximum height here at +6. So your range is going to go from negative infinity to +6 there. Okay. Jumping up back to the top, where is this graph positive? Well, it's positive as long as it's above the x-axis. Well, this one starts over here at negative infinity. And remember, on these, you're writing down the x value, the domain. For what domain is the graph positive? Okay, so you're looking at all the way from the left, from negative infinity, all the way up to -1. So from negative infinity to -1, that graph is going to be positive. It also has another part here, which starts up again at 7, and it goes to positive infinity. That was a hideous infinity. Okay, and notice how I put the u there. That says that both of those are part of the answer. Okay, now let's jump down to the bottom one, just mostly because I want to do one characteristic at a time. It starts being positive here at -6, and then it stops being positive all the way over here, and it's outside the range of this graph here. But imagine it keeps going. Yeah, it probably goes up to like 12 there, and then it'll cross. And so we're just going to say that's how it is. Right now, like, it's a graph. We're just going to have to guess. If we could zoom out and see where it crosses exactly, it'd be a little more exact. But we can't be exact right now because we don't have the information. Jumping back up to the top, where is the graph negative? Well, it's negative basically where it's not positive. So between -1 and 7 is where this one is going to be negative. So -1 to 7. Your graph here is negative. It's down below the x-axis. Jumping down to the bottom, this graph is going to be negative basically everywhere except from -6 to 12. So you're going to go from negative infinity up to -6. And, so the u there, from 12 to positive infinity. Because when you're not positive, you're either going to be 0 or negative. And since it's got that decline, it's going to be negative, and not just 0. Alright, end behavior for the top. As x goes to negative infinity, what does the function value do? So as you travel left, where does your graph go? It goes to positive infinity. So we're going to put that there. And the same thing goes for the right as you travel right. So as x goes to positive infinity, your function continues to go up. So you're going to write positive infinity. On the bottom, as you travel left along your curve, it's going down forever and ever. So that's going to go down to negative infinity as x travels to negative infinity. Your graph, as you travel towards positive infinity, is also going down. And so it's going to go down forever and ever. It goes down to negative infinity. And ta-da, homework is done.